Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we are going to do an episode review of Loki Season 2, Episode 2. Now, spoiler warning, if you have not seen this episode and you don't want to hear any spoilers, please click off this video, watch the episode, come back. If you don't care for spoilers or if you've already seen the episode, please continue to watch. With that being said, let's get into the review. So, Loki Season 2, Episode 2. This episode was better than episode 1 to me. I really like this episode. So the overarching part to this episode is Loki, Morbius, they need to find Sylvie. They need to find Sylvie because she was the last person who was with Kang, and they need to find an answer to stop all the branches from all the time branches from spreading out and stop Kang and his variants from coming. So Loki and Morbius need to find Sylvie. Now their only lead to Sylvie is this former TVA officer, Brad, who abandoned his job in the TVA to live his life in the real timeline. And he's a big movie star and everyone loves him. And it's the 1970s. And he doesn't want to leave that life. He doesn't want to go back to the TVA because the truth has been revealed that the people who work at the TVA, they're just variants, and the TVA has taken them out of their timeline to help with their system. And so Brad went MIA because of that. However, Morbius believes that Brad is really great at his job and that he was able to track down Sylvie. And this is hard for Loki to believe because Sylvie was just so hard to find. Sylvie killed off multiple TVA hunters, but Brad was able to find her. And turns out, found her, but he didn't turn her in because he didn't want to leave his timeline. So Loki and Morbius are trying to break Brad so he can reveal where Sylvie is. Eventually they do, and they're able to find Sylvie, and Loki is talking to Sylvie, saying that she has to help them stop Kang, or the time branches from spreading out. They need her help with that, but Sylvie doesn't care. TVA, that's none of her business now. She likes working in a McDonald's in the 1980s. So Brad breaks again, and he tells them that, hey, we need to leave this timeline because it's going to be destroyed. And they're like, what are you talking about? And in my last episode review, I talked about how that top officer in the TVA, how she didn't like the peaceful resolution that Morbius and Loki were trying to do to save the time stream. Well, this leader is planning to bomb all the variant time branches in order to put the time stream to make it stable. So they rush. They try to stop her, they failed, and billions upon billions of people died. And that's really where the episode ends. And so I think what we're going to see in the next episode is the repercussions of that. What are the consequences of that rogue, the TVA top officer, bombing all those branches and destroying those other spread branches in the time stream. One other thing I do want to bring up in this whole Loki series, and I've really noticed it really in season 1, but I'm really starting to see season 2, is Loki going through a character redemption arc. But in this episode, when they're trying to break Brad tries to get under Loki's skin. I think he does by calling him a villain, saying that Loki's irredeemable, that deep down he's a villain, he's not some hero that he's trying to play, that he's trying to pretend to be. He's a villain. And I think with this series, Loki, they're really trying to have him go through like a character redemption arc, to do heroic things to make up, or to try to make up or amend the wrongs doings he did in the MCU. So I really wanted to bring that up, that Loki through this series he's going through a serious character redemption arc, and I find that very interesting. Alright, that's all we have for today. If you like what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all of your friends, and all of you have a great day.